Okay then guys, so we've got the brake pipes where they need to be. And there you have those parts put together, pretty cool. The mounting bracket and the master cylinder. So yeah, I've just quickly looked through the instructions, and yeah, these two pipes, we're going to be attaching those to. So yeah, just make sure those are in. So yeah, once you've got those lined up, apply your AP screws. Again, you're screwing into plastic guys, so you shouldn't have any. Hey all, welcome back to the channel, Rich43. Hope you're all doing good guys, hope you're all well. Today I'm building Dom's charger from the Fast and Furious franchise, which at the minute guys, I'm going through all them on Sky Cinema at the minute. I'm up to Fast and Furious 9, I've watched them all before, but I'm watching them again. So I'm watching Fast and Furious 9, and tonight I might watch Fast X, and then I'm up to date guys. But yeah, back to this anyway. We're at issue 26 of Dom's charger from the Fast and Furious franchise, as I say. Sit back, relax guys, enjoy this one. It's going to be a good one. Let's crack on. First Dom's charger of this year, 2024, issue 26. Let's take a look through this week's mag. Got the usual content. Yeah, at the minute guys, I'm up to Fast 9. I've watched them all before, but I'm watching Fast 9. I'm going to be watching it tonight. Actually, I brought it last week off Sky Cinema. I'm going to watch it tonight, and I'm going to watch Fast X also. And then I'm right up to date with the franchise. I do love this franchise, guys. That's why I'm building this build. Love it. Comment down below, guys, which do you think's the best film out of all 10 of them? I'd love to hear from you. Comment down below and tell us what's your favourite one out of all the Fast and Furious movies. Is it the first one, the original? I love that one. Is it 2, 3, and so on? Let me know. Love to hear from you. But yeah, you've got the usual good content in these mags, guys. But that's what we've got this week. So without further ado, we're doing the braking system today. So we've got the braking system. Put some more stuff on the chassis, but I will warn you now guys, this part here, I don't know if you've watched the video already, take a look if you feel free to do so. These parts, I'll just zoom the camera in, they broke, mine broke, but I will try and still do these instructions around there, like fitting pipes, etc. I should be able to do that, and then when I get the back issue of the parts I need for this part of the build, I will post that up on the channel so you can see me rectify my mistakes. I say my mistakes, it just snapped. So it's one of those things with builds, guys. That does happen. So I've still got to get that sorted. But yeah, without further ado, guys, let's crack on and get this braking system done. So here we have this week's package, guys. This is what it comes in. We've also had some tweezers put in this package, and these are all the pipes. But I'll open it up and we'll see exactly what we've got. Right, okay, let's just get this out of here. You can see they come in well packed boxes, guys, all secure, so you're not going to lose your parts. So let's quickly just go through what we've got in this week's issue. We've got some tweezers, we've got a selection of pipes here, which we'll go into that later date, what pipes are for what. We've got a selection of screws, and then we've got these goodies just here, guys. So we've got 26G, which that is a connector, which we're going to connect all the pipes. I love that colour. And then we've got 26E, which is the brake fluid reservoir. And then we've also got 26C and 26D. Those parts. Those are brake vacuum servos. Just think I'd tell you what we've got here, guys, so you know what you're playing with. You've got 26A, which is the mounting bracket. All these are plastic, guys. And you've got 26F, which is the brake fluid reservoir cap. And then you've got this part, last but not least, 26B, which is the mounting bracket for the master cylinder. That's the mounting bracket 2, guys. So we've got 2 brackets. And the package is all empty now, as you can see. Chuck that over the back there. So first of all, guys, we're getting the mounting brackets for the master cylinder, 26A and B. What you want to do, these are plastic, is attach those like so. So that's how that's going to look. And we're going to screw those together with an AP screw. So I'll just get an AP screw here. And then attach those together. So what you want, guys, you want to make sure that's that way round, so you can see that lip there on the top, and it's looking like that when attached right. And underneath there you can see it's got like a little crevice that it goes into, so you can't go wrong really. And then just tighten that screw, that AP screw. What I'll do is put it on the table. It's going to be easy for me to screw that in. So make sure that's nice and flush, and the screw should join that together like so. That's how that looks. Instruction 1. So put that to one side, and then next what we're doing is doing the brake vacuum servo. So what we're going to do is take this part, which are both plastic, guys, and then these just attach together. Don't know if it matters which way they go. Yeah, they only go one way, guys. That's how that looks. And then again, I'm going to take an AP screw and join them together and secure them together with this screw. So yeah, do that nice and tight. So now what I want to do, guys, is attach the mounting bracket for the master cylinder and the brake vacuum servo, and we're going to attach those with AP screws. Now you've got a little groove there and obviously an indent there. That's how you'll know it's the right way around. And you want that little triangle. If we turn it around like on the instructions I've got here, that's how it should look, guys. If you've got it looking like that, you're doing the right thing. So I'm going to place that on the desk and apply 2 AP screws. Now this could be a bit of a tricky one, but we'll see how we go. If I feed that through that bracket first, it might be a bit better and easier to attach to the other part. And there you have those parts put together. Pretty cool. The mounting bracket and the master cylinder brake vacuum servo. That's how they're looking, guys. Pretty cool. Yeah, let's keep going. Instruction 4. So now what we're doing, we're getting 26E and 26F, the hollow connecting peg on the reservoir cap 26F, which is this part here, guys. That's plastic. And we're attaching that to 26E, the fluid reservoir, the brake fluid reservoir. So what you want to do is you want to bring that way around so it's looking like that. And then at the back you can see a hole there, and that plastic tube like behind there, look, this bit here. And you've got a little lip sticking up there, so it can only go in one way, like so. And then we're going to attach those together with an AP screw. And the eagle eyes of you will notice I'm using my James Bond DB5 screwdriver, because I do love it, and it seems to do the job. using my James Bond screwdriver I got with that pack with the Gora models. Check that out, guys, in the playlist. It's a beautiful build. I'm loving building that as well. So if you're not, check that out. Check it out if you're not already. But yeah, that's that done. So that's instruction 4 done. That's how that's looking. All this is plastic, guys, also, by the way. And now what it tends to do in instruction 5 is attach this to this piece we've just done earlier on. So what you want to do is make sure these holes are all facing that way round, and you've got a little nipple there, plastic pin, that'll go into that hole there, like so. And then we're going to attach the rest of it with 2 AP screws in those holes there. So yeah, just make sure those are in nice and tight. Just careful because you are screwing into plastic, guys, so you don't break the thread. You're going to have a whole lot of problems. So just go until you feel it strain with the restraint and it comes back to you. Sorry about the dog in the background, that's not my dog. Someone walking out outside. A bit late for walking a dog, but here you are. Right, so let's just make sure those are nice and tight, which they are. And that's what that looks like. Instruction 5. Looks like a barrel keg, that doesn't it, of beer. But yeah, let's move on to instruction 6. So now, guys, you want to retrieve the firewall that we built in a previous issue, and you've got these 2 holes here. And what we're going to do is attach what we've just built here, this piece, line those up with the 2 holes like so, turn it over, and then attach it with 2 AP screws. So yeah, once you've got those lined up, apply your AP screws. Again, you're screwing into plastic, guys, so you shouldn't have any issues screwing these in. And you are applying the screws from the back of the firewall, like so. So yeah, make sure those are nice and tight. And you're happy with that. And that's how that's looking at the minute. Pretty cool, huh? Let's keep on going, guys. Instruction 7. Okay then, guys, so instruction 7, as you might notice, I've got a hoodie on now because I'm a bit cold. It's freezing here in the UK. But anyway, back to the build. What we want to do now, guys, is get the left panel, which we built in a previous issue, which you can see there with the battery. And what we're going to do is attach that to the firewall, like so. That's how that's going to look. And we're going to attach that, guys, with 3 LM screws, which we've just got here in this bag. So I'll just tip those out there. There you go. And then get my screwdriver. Now, you know the score with screwing into metal, guys. It'd be best to use 3-in-1 oil, but the problem is I've run out. So we're just going to go for it here, guys, and hopefully it won't be too difficult to get these screws in. So if I just put that like that so you can see on camera. So yeah, I've got all 3 screws with the panel. And as you can see, guys, this is the God's honest truth. I'm screwing these in without oil, so it is doable. But it just makes your life a lot easier with a bit of oil on the end of the screw, just on the tip of it. I am applying a lot of pressure there. So yeah, it might be beneficial to put a bit of oil on if you've got some to hand, but if not, it can be done without the oil. But there you have that panel, the left panel, now applied to the firewall. That's how that's looking. Now we're going to go to the right panel and also attach that. So how it wants us to do this, guys, is turn it that way around, and as simple as lining up the 3 holes, as you can see. And we're going to do the same again, and this is the right panel, by the way. We're going to attach that now with 3 LM screws, and then all that is done. the firewall will have the left and the right panel attached. So yeah, I've put the first screw in, guys, and again they seem to be going in pretty okay. And then put the second one in the middle. And back in the day doing the DeLorean, guys, whether that was early days of these builds being done, they were a nightmare to put the screws in those. But yeah, by all means, dip the screws in a bit of oil if you want to. I will be doing that in the future, it's just that I've run out, so I'm going to have to make do for now. But fortunately, someone's on my side and they're going pretty easy. Right, so that's all 3 screws on the right panel being attached to the firewall. And now we've got some fiddly bits coming now, guys, to do with the brake pipes, I think, going on to the caliper pins, etc. So this is going to be fun to wrap this video up. Right, but before we go there, let's just take a look at this. This is how this is looking. Look at that. Doesn't that look cool? I love it. I'd say that looks, guys, with the firewall and the left and right panel attached. And that takes us all the way up to instruction 8. Okay, so let's move on. Right, so what we're doing here then, guys, is we're taking these 3 pipes, which are down as 26H. All these are the right size, the same size, should I say. And then we've got 26I, which is the longest of the pipes. What it tends to do is take this little plastic piece, which is 26G, and what we've got to do, guys, you've got it the right way around. If you've got those 3 pins just there, it's telling us to attach these 3 pipes to the 3 pins. It's all about taking your time with these, just carefully, slowly push it over the pin, and they will go on. Just don't rush it, guys, because if you rush, they just bend. I'm going to try and zoom that in, but as you can see, they're going on okay-ish. Sometimes it helps if you like lick the end or something, just give it a bit of, it warms the pipe up basically, and then they'll push over those little pins like that. But that's those 2 on. And last for this side, the bottom pin. Yeah, that one's gone pretty easy. If you can hear in the background, my wife's got a right nasty cough. I've had this cold now for a week or 2. I think it's off me, guys. If you've watched previous videos over Christmas, the first 2 weeks into the year, I think I've passed it to her, sorry. Sorry, Kel. Right, anyway, there's those 3 pipes. Moving on swiftly. Oh, my bad, sorry. The one in the middle does not go on. See, I make these mistakes, so you don't have to. So the 2 26H's go on those 2 pins you can see. That's me talking, isn't it? Gabbling, not concentrating. And then one goes just on the bottom. That makes sense. Eh? That was a bit difficult to put on that middle one. So you shouldn't have any problems with those again, guys. So you have that one, bottom and top, and then one underneath. And then the big long pipe, it's telling us to put on the bottom pin of 26G. Yeah, that's better. So there you have it, guys. You've got 2 pipes to the left, 1 going down the bottom, and you've got this big pipe to the right. And then that takes us straight up to instruction 10. Now, as you can see, guys, I've got this chassis here. Before we move on, this will be coming to the channel as soon as we get the part. As you can see, this part here, as you can see, it should look like that, but that broke as I was putting on. So I think this was back in issue 10. I've got basically, it's the ball joints, etc. what look like that. I've got to get that on back order, and I can't get hold of it yet. As soon as I do, we will rectify that. So your model, if you're building this, should look like that on both sides, really. But mine's a bit damaged at the minute, bless it. But hey, it's one of those. You just go with what you've got. But back to today, with this build at the minute, we'll get by. I'm hoping I will be able to do that at a later date, but it's just going to be as it is for now. But if I point just to there, you can see a little metal nipple sticking out the chassis. I'll try and zoom in on camera so you can see that. Now, what we've got to do is get 26G, this part we've just been working on, and we want the pipes. Let me just look at the diagram. Yeah, the pipes have got to be sticking like that. So you want basically these two pipes coming towards your body if it's sitting on your table, and that one going through the chassis up the engine, and this big one's just going to be out loose. And we want to put that gold piece in there and attach it to the chassis. So what I'm going to do is get my tweezers, just so I can hold that on, or even just push the piping through. It's going to be a bit fiddly, guys, this is, but we'll get through it. Yeah, but if you push that piping through, like so, and that should come up the other side at the top of the engine in a sec when we need it. And then this pipe here also has to go down, and then what I'm doing is attaching this 26G to the chassis. Bear with it, guys. It's not saying glue this, so I'm hoping it's going to be a strong fit, not going to keep dropping off. Yeah, but as soon as I can get that back issue, that ball joint, I'll bring it to the channel for you guys. Right, that's as good as we're going to get. I think I might push that on a bit in a minute off camera, but as you can see, that's on. It seems a strong fit. It doesn't seem like it's going to need any glue. There you go. So that's that bit there. 26G is now on the chassis, and we've got all the pipes hanging everywhere. Now we've got to attach them to the caliper. So we've got the brake pipes where they need to be. Now, if you can just see that on camera, what I'm going to do is attach one to that little nipple on that caliper there. So yeah, I'll just bring that round. And guys, this is so delicate to do this. Patience of a saint to do this, guys. Don't even look like it fit on that, to be fair, but that's what it sounds to do. So yeah, just keep going for it and see what happens. But I really can't see that fitting on there. I really can't. So yeah, looking at that, guys, I'm thinking it's going to be that bit there, that little nipple there. So I think this is going to have to come around here. Yeah, that's going to go on to the end of that point on that caliper there, like that. So I don't think we're using all these wires, brake pipes, should I say, today. So you've got this one here spare. That's all done for that. And then what it's telling us to do then is the longest piece we had, which is this part here. That's got to go over your gearbox and come round. So you would think it's going to go like that because it's going to rub onto the wheel. But I don't know if it's going to reach that way, so we're going to have to pull it under the arch if that's not on camera as good, guys, I will show you the finished result. There you go. So if I try and hold that like that, and then that goes onto that little pin, nip, or whatever you want to call it. We're winning, yeah, is that right? Yeah, and then that brake pipe is also on that caliper there. And there you have that, guys, look. You can see just at the top, just there, you got the brake pipe, which is joined now to that caliper. And if I just swing this round, you can see, as told in the instructions, to let that go over. So perhaps if I can get that over the arch there, that's it, like that. It says go over the gearbox, around the engine, and then onto the caliper, as you can see there. So I don't know if that looks better like that or like that. I think I'm going to go through it like that. I just don't want it getting caught on the chassis or anything, that's all. But as you can see, that caliper has the brake pipe to it now. And I'm going to just have a quick look at the instructions to see if these other brake pipes have to be anywhere. Oh, we've got this one on this side as well, guys, which we've just done. So yeah, we've got the two brake pipes, that one there and that one there on the other side, going to that caliper and that caliper. But we've got a hell of a lot of pipes lingering about here, not doing anything. I don't think they've got to be attached to anything as yet. So yeah, that's all the pipes done to the calipers, guys. I've just quickly looked through the instructions, and yeah, these two pipes, we're going to be attaching those to something in a later issue, guys. So yeah, that is it for this week, guys. As I've just said, we've got now brake pipes to that caliper and that caliper on the other side, and then we've basically put it over the gearbox like that, as told to, and then we've got these two pipes here which are spare. And again, guys, keep looking on the channel for when I fix Dom's charger and attach the ball joint back together, and that'll be all done. That was in issue 10, I'm sure it was. Take a look for the players, guys, you'll be able to find it. I think I had a little bit of a rant about it as usual. But yeah, that is it for this week, guys. I do hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to leave it there now. Subscribe, like, comment, share, press that bell notification not to miss out on any future builds to do with this or anything on the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. And that is it for this time, guys, for the Fast and Furious franchise Dom's Charger issue 26. Now, I've had to leave a little bit, as you've seen in the video, guys, because I've got to get another part. Basically broke. I think it was issue 10. I did a video on that, check it out, guys, in the playlist somewhere. But yeah, as you can see in the video, guys, I've had to be careful because I've still got to connect that part of the build when I get that issue on a back order. But we've still got through it, guys. We've still done this week's issue. I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did and you want more, remember to subscribe, like, also comment, share, give us that big like. Would really appreciate that. I do hope you're enjoying the videos, guys. I hope you're settling in now into 2024. I know we're 2 weeks in, 3 weeks in. Thanks for your support, guys. See you next one. Peace.